I'll do the recap. Wait a minute. Turn Star Rail up. Let me
know my heart and follow the way of the permanence.
Yeah, it should be working. Okay. I'm going to turn myself up like a little bit. Otherwise I think we're good. Let me turn my...
And follow the way of the permanence.
Okay. 4.3.
During the events of Star Rail Fest, Ashvale discovered what the happiness surgery truly entails. Implanting the flesh and blood of the abominations of abundance. Given the gravity of the situation, we decided to go to Graphia Academy and first launch an investigation into Fullwish. During the course of events, we unexpectedly crossed paths with Fullwish herself. Also a survivor of the blood-stained games, she openly joined the Phantasmoon Games and invited supplicants to travel to Seafeld City, where the winner would be decided in a televised debate.
She was so annoying for
During our exchange with Fullwish, Himiko realized that Fullwish might be a masked fool. As a result, I asked Sparksy to investigate the tavern for leads, and through that, we identified Fullwish's ability,
that
the
we're
happiness
a masked
syntax.
fool now, technically. Right? And if Himiko competed, actually, I can't say anything. This is her patch, by the way.
Evanesia and Yao Guang established a cooperation agreement.
Can't get over how that's a ruler.
After
I never
Evanesia's
noticed.
attempt to assess Fullwish in her capacity as the arbitrator failed, they encountered Blade and his group and learned that the flesh implanted in the happiness surgery originated from Shuhu, an emanator of abundance. Himiko and I went to the TV station to take part in the debate and met up with Sunday and Ashvale, who had arrived ahead of us. However, the debate turned out to be a carefully orchestrated trap. In full view of the public, all those who had undergone the surgery transformed when the disaster erupted. Evanesia willingly violated a forbidden taboo and revealed the real purpose of the Phantasmoon Games: to suppress the terrifying entities slumbering within Plain Arcadia. Through this act, she unlocked the original power of the ambrosial arbor within herself and intervened in the unfolding situation.
So she's from this Yen
At the same time, Silverwolf, entrusted by Pearl, set out to investigate the anomalous signal responsible for the monster's emergence,
I'm gonna turn this
only
down
to
for a
be
second.
obstructed by Mr. Meanie.
What happened?
As the force backing Foolish, he wields tremendous power, powerful enough to interfere with the Stellarone Hunter's script.
And then,
Meanwhile, Fullwish continued to livestream our movements in the TV tower, distorting the truth by every possible means.
So,
drawing upon the wish power of 200,000 victims, she manifested the Meanie Phantasm in an attempt to defeat us individually.
Inside of Plain Arcadia.
Thankfully, Silverwolf regained the power of the ether cartridge level 999 and dealt with it before it was too late.
Out of the ambrosial arbor.
After overcoming every obstacle in our path, we reached the top of the TV tower and confronted Fullwish head-on. Drawing on the people's wish power, she briefly held the upper hand. Ultimately,
but I don't think
I used the Stellaron within me to bear that wish power, thereby stepping onto the path of elation and defeating her once and for all. Even so, those who had undergone the surgery did not recover. At Blade's proposal, everyone joined forces to concentrate all of Shuhu's flesh within his body, freeing the victims from the influence of the happiness surgery. Just when I thought the crisis was over, Evanessia requested that I warn the creator of the world in canvas. According to her, Asad
Nom nom.
Pramad, the Lord Ravager who once attempted to eliminate plain Arcadia, has returned again.
Oh yeah. Wait. Did they confirm that the thing that they just said, Astat. I already forgot what he's called, like from what like group he's called. But did they confirm he was the Herald of Death? Six, 7.
Seafeld City has been severely affected by the incident. Citizens are advised to remain patient and await assistance.
Is that
Moving on to our special segment, the Phantom Moon Brief.
is that Chia Court Himiko? Hi, Ami. This like just came out, by the way. And we got Blade. What the heck? Oh, that thingy. I mean, it's cool and all, but like, okay. I already have Yao Guang. Exchange. Yummy. For my Sirene pools. Was this? Wait, that's cute. Make a Danhong one. Bro, I'm choking on air. So, 32 pulls. 50-50 for Sirene. Hey, so where's Danhong? Hey. Hi, 6-7.
You're back! You're back! The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news. I'm coming.
Hello, everyone!
Oh my god, I
Welcome to our
hate
brand
them.
new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Oh. Come on, Poopy.
This is your old friend Snowy.
Finan is better than you.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining
What?
Dual Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Yes, we are. And after the director of Full Wish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Full Wish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games. That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game.
They're gonna blame the
The
Express.
supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imagine known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack. This Imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Fullwish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
Have you finally like pulled it together?
Reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imagine inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits.
Dang,
And in a
I have like
chilling echo of
12
the
billion or
Bloodstained
something.
Games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic
Wait,
hero,
wait,
the
wait.
trailblazer of the astral
Wait. And in the chilling echo of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Full Wish points to the disaster of the work of supplicants from beyond the sky. And then, oh my god.
Express and the wanted criminal Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
Dog, what did I do?
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Foolish herself The
Exactly.
Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Get out of here.
How familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What
Okay,
Over
okay,
500
okay.
years ago,
A prophet made-
made a
oh.
prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can Plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year?
Wait, is it 1999 right now?
See.
I mean, in this planet.
Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too.
I hate the oh. My game like glitched. And yes, I bought the outfit. I caved.
Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV? They were spreading nasty
Yeah.
stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full
They don't
Wish.
care. They just want a paycheck, which, I mean, fair, but like classic media behavior.
Ever since coming to Plain Arcadia, nothing surprises me anymore. I'm happy you made it back safely, but somehow you just don't seem quite the same.
What do you mean by that?
Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung.
I gotta like boost myself to be
Is
a
this what
worthy
it
husband,
takes to
you
become
know?
a hero?
Is turning into Dunhung really that bad?
If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore.
What do you mean?
Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story.
Where's Don Hung?
But I haven't heard yours yet.
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. So like point me in the direction where he is.
So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster?
How small would the
And
piece of
you
flesh
guys stopped
okay,
the
think about
mutation
it.
from spreading?
Think about it. With how small the piece, or they said it was inserted inside of their eyelid. Think of how small of a piece that would have to be to actually fit under there comfortably. And just that small amount causing that just huge destruction, damage to everything. That's scary.
But all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade?
Yep.
And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantasmoon Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you. And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn, who was it again?
Graphia.
Who is that?
Clearly you didn't pay attention.
Yes, Graphia. Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
I wonder...
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the most important part.
So Himiko would be like, hey,
Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the
grandma,
Lord
or like
Ravager,
what?
Asat Pramod, is back?
Yeah, that dude, Lord Ravager,
Why does the Express
He's
have
the
such bad
herald of
luck?
death from
By
earlier.
this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line.
Unfortunately.
Lord Ravager, at Vanessia's request, Shuhu's flesh in Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantasmoon games.
And me being
Suddenly,
unfinished with
there are
Dunhung.
so many things to deal with. It feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat. Are you okay?
No, I need Dunhung. I'm tired. Let's give up. I'm okay.
I wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
Can you tell me where
So
Dunhong
many
is?
things to deal with right now. What should I do next?
Go see Dunhong, obviously.
Nah, I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
Are you really gonna just sleep on the sofa? Hey Dunhong, come pick me up again. Carry me to my bed. A sofa with a plush velvet surface like a candle. A sofa with a plush velvet surface like a cradle. The moment you sit down, you practically melt onto it. Or into it. Wait, is that all I'm narrating? Oh, never mind. The static from the news broadcasts marched relentless, questioning the looming presence of the Lord Ravager, the dangerous flesh writhing on Blade's body, in the future of the Phantasmoon games. All these tangled problems have knotted themselves into one chaotic mess. What can you do? You're just a poor little raccoon. You want to unravel the mystery, but now you're tangled up in its threads. Oh my god, I can read way better in my head, but as soon as I have to like voice it out loud, I just suck. You struggle uselessly for a bit, and then give up, letting fatigue shroud your eyes in darkness.
Shh, Welt. He's tired. Let him sleep.
Aww. Just snore. Okay. Snoring away. You never knew you could sleep this much. Oh, hi.
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
It's okay, mommy. I mean, mama. I mean, mom. Mommy. Mom. There's so much to deal with, and I don't know where to begin.
From our very first steps, trouble has always followed the Nameless. But this is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again.
Let's be for real. The
Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew
Amphorius
member
was
on board.
Worse than this was.
Constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth.
Wait, actually, I mean it is. But Amphorius was also like a simulation, so it's not like you could like. Wait, you could die there because I'm stupid. He only got saved by Fuli, which isn't born yet, but he's gonna be born in the future. But like, I don't know.
All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then,
Fair enough.
I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at
Who
all.
was the first one again? I forgot.
Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you.
Fantilia.
Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers.
Fantilia and one in
The
Penacony, right?
Nameless who guided me before I set out
can't
once
remember.
told me, keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. I've seen you grow through the Phantasmoon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise from 15 years ago.
Yes. Is it about how Ihimeko got the Express running again?
I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her. To let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life.
Borrowed life.
And found companions I could trust with all my heart. I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began.
Can't wait to hear it.
It's a long story, filled with many memories of my past. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us... Let Shush make us some coffee. Huh? Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Just gonna cook or brew you like a coffee of
Speaking
death,
of the
bro.
world in canvas, March told me about what Evanesia said to you. Evanesia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too. According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation,
Databank.
Assad Pramad's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces.
Then that would make sense if, like,
1,000 years ago, my
kind of
ancestor
had, like-
Graphia created the world in
I'm just
canvas.
gonna shut up, actually.
If that was to resist Assad Pramad's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantasmoon games be the prelude to his next invasion?
It would make sense that Astat, whatever, it aided in a way with Foolish. I mean, unless it was already confirmed last patch, I'm just stupid. Because Destroyed in Freak Accidents Covered in Smiling Faces. Smiling Faces was the entire brand of Foolish's thing. Like, he provided her aid, and then she went around and distributed the abundance, or Shuhu's flesh. I don't know. It astonishes me that Graphia is still alive.
That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species.
Yet.
Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations.
I am curious about that.
What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious.
Could you tell me more about Graphia?
There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond.
Antimatter.
Second, near the end of one of the Phantasmoon games, she created the world in canvas
Man, there are
to
so many
shelter
terms
inside
that
it
I'm
what was
forgetting.
left of
I just need to
civilization
do like
and
a whole
life.
video just reading everything.
Which means she is not only familiar with Assad Pramad, but has also
rereading
witnessed
everything.
the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
Not gonna lie, I played it recently, but I wanna redo Danhung's story quest or companion quest. They should do more companion quests. They just started them in the Xianzhou, and then they just stopped. It was like, I guess, just like filler until they like were able to work the story out, because I remember we had to wait like 2 whole patches until we got the next story, like main story. So it was a 1.0. We got the entire introduction and the beginning of the Xianzhou. And then we had to wait 2 patches until 1.3. And then we had the rest of the quest. That was honestly torture. But I assume they were able to get a whole bunch of writing and actually be able to pace themselves. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. About the world in canvas.
nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually is. Over 140 years ago, the IPC tried to salvage the world in Canvas, but they were only able to reconstruct part of it in the real world. That portion became what we know as Plain Arcadia. Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of elation to step into the painting, which means she has not only seen Asat Pramod, but has also seen the Eon of Elation descend in all their glory.
Wait, that's actually really cool. Where do I begin?
Good question. As for who in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in Canvas best,
Yeah, Pearl.
it's probably Pearl. She was sent here by the IPC.
She's an
She
AI
should have
tryna
some
do
clues to
art,
guide
bro.
us in the right direction.
Cancel
By
Pearl.
the way,
2026.
General Yao Guang is here.
No AI.
She says she wants to talk to you in private.
Bad news?
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda.
I'll give that to Dun
Go
Hong.
talk to
He
General
likes
Yao
that.
Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting.
Can't believe
After
he actually
that,
likes it. It
come to
sounds
the party
disgusting.
car and fill us in on your next move.
Like, it sounds disgusting, but it's like something that, like, I'm kind of interested in trying.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara.
Why am I Ishvara?
I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanesia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Fullwish.
I know, so shocking.
In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
You're too kind, General.
What I am about to tell you is something Evanesia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express.
Yes, ma'am.
Sealed within Ahatopia's core
I
is
freaking
Ouroboros,
knew it.
the veracity.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's cosmic level bad news. I knew it.
You mean the Leviathan that can swallow whole planets? That Ouroboros, the veracity?
Looks like you know a thing or two about Ouroboros.
I've seen that terrifying thing in Herta's simulated universe.
Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and
Dang.
the planets they passed were devoured as the main course.
So that does make sense if
No
they
one
can be the ones
expected them to be here of all
to-
places. Sealed.
So it does, since they're here, is sealed away, and they said sealed away here is the only thing that could, like, put an end to the abundance. So, like, are they gonna, like, do something about that? Like, have Ouroboros eat the
Away
abundance?
on this very
I
planet,
butchered that name.
after
I can't
vanishing
talk.
for
Oh my
years.
god. Is Veracity still alive?
The true situation remains unknown. But with this
I wonder if
information,
Asheville
we
is
can
the
understand why
emanator
Asat Pramod
Of
set
the
his sights on
Veracity,
this world.
because it would make sense, because he's like thousands of years old.
Aren't
He
you a
was
little
there at the
afraid,
entire High Cloud Quintet
facing a
thing.
huge disaster like this?
I have a poker face. Coper face. I've seen worse.
That's impressive, Ishvara.
Ow,
No
I got
wonder
a
you survived the
headache.
calamity of Iron Tomb. Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity.
Uh-huh.
Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body.
That's what I was thinking.
It might just
But,
be a
like,
risky path worth taking. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the veracity. From what
I
I've
saw the
heard,
trailer. I saw Don
you are going
Hung,
there as
Commander
well.
Terray.
I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same.
Huh?
In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect.
Is this gonna be Blade's funeral?
A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body and eliminate the Xianzhou's arch-enemy? Or will
true.
it be a journey in which he
true.
settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
She's like, lay my dad alone. General, are you betting everything on me?
Betting? No, I don't see it that way. We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We
Very
trust
different
in
from a
people,
different peacock,
in
we all know.
ourselves, and in those beside us, knowing they can change the course of even the most desperate battle. That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Fullwish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe. I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly, but I still need more hands to make it work.
I got to, come on. Looks like the Phantasmoon games will have to come to an end soon.
What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone.
Bro, I keep forgetting to do this dumb memory bubble. Head to the party card to chat with her. Okay. We know who we're chatting with first. And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. The game even knows. Oh my god, I see
What
him.
are they all up to over there?
Hi. Hey.
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
What are y'all doing here?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Fullwish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Exactly.
Clink.
You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Literally.
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Did you organize it Sunday?
Now, let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager
And
can throw
here's
whatever
to-
he wants at us. But I know the
was gonna
Astral
say something,
Express
but
will
never
keep
mind.
streaking across the stars.
To all of us.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Hell yeah.
Cheers!
Cheers. Glasses clink together like your hearts beating as one. After finishing the drinks, the nameless each enjoy a brief moment of respite. Respite. Hi.
There you are. March and I were talking about you.
Yeah. What about?
You, me, and March. The three of us.
Twirls hair.
Exactly. The power trio of this express.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal. You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again.
Friend and foe.
As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Literally.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well. I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
So come give me a big fat kiss. Danheng reappears. You're overthinking it.
Yeah, we are actually more concerned about your condition, Danheng.
Let me give you a big
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger, so I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused. From now on, I will turn my attention to this world.
What are you gonna do next?
Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
Okay, then let me come with you.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Oh, wow. Stay safe. Don't make me worry too much.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
No! Come back! I turn around, peep my stash. Let me open my box, actually. Oh man. Anyways, here's my stash. Hi, Sunny.
Did you need something?
Why are you here alone?
I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower. Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all.
Mr. Yang picking up the two nerds.
I should thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
I know, like, he joined the Express, but it's, like, temporary, right?
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went. We won this battle because of you.
That first line didn't sound like him.
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went. We won this battle because of you.
That was more Mr. Yang tone, I think. Mr. Yang, was everything okay on the Express?
When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express and nearly broke through the barricades.
Let me voice act for your game, please.
But the moment the Joy Ascendants appeared, They scattered without a second thought. I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous. A made-up villain or an actual threat. But I am more concerned about you.
Me?
I've seen the footage of your fight with Fullwish. When you returned to the top of the tower, an enormous surge of power seemed to erupt from you.
Because I'm the main character.
It reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. Did you tap into the power of the Stellaron?
Ooh. I wonder if that's why we are able to communicate with the Aeon so well.
The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping reality. As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea. Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it may seem.
Just wait until we're like at a point. Oh, she's on her phone. Oh, we can chat the Pom-Pom.
Oh, it's you! Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you?
Yes, conductor. Do you remember anything before the express got back up and running?
Sadly, Pom-Pom can't remember most of what happened right after the express Pom-Pom's memory of those years is like a fogged-up express window. No matter how, but it's okay. After passenger Himiko repaired the express...
How did you and Himiko meet, Pom-Pom?
How did passenger Himiko appear? That's odd. Pom-Pom can't remember a thing. All Pom-Pom recalls is having a long and fuzzy sleep. The day passenger Himiko knocked, it felt like Pom-Pom was waking up from a dream. The express's heart started beating again and the lights flickered on one after another.
Pom-Pom, have you ever heard of the name Graphia?
Graphia? But Pom-Pom always dreams of strangers when Pom-Pom's asleep. They seem to be bustling around the express, but every time Pom-Pom wakes up, their faces slip away. Pom-Pom is only left with a warm and comforting feeling, knowing someone had taken good care of Pom-Pom.
Aww. Conductor, it's time for me to say goodbye.
Safe trip! Pom-Pom will take good care of the express while you're away.
Of course. Hi, Himiko.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl. She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
When should I set off?
Actually, I hoped you could take some time to rest first.
Oh.
Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, a place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
Are you not coming with me?
I am indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself, and hear her story in her own words.
But
someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing with Asa
on the
Kamad.
express. It's
so
okay.
I'll be entrusting this mission into the world in Canvas to you.
Pom-Pom, Sunday, and Belt on the
Set out
express.
once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
So you can come with. You don't have to stay. Just say you don't want to go.
I'm a hero, hero, hero. Tail lights out. Pee, 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 doo, doo. Beep, 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 beep.
Load. Yeah, I'm impatient. Hey. Oh my god. You're so old you lagged my entire computer.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid? And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral, hmm? If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
I'll be honestly surprised if he chooses to live.
It has landed.
What?
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks.
Okay, dude.
A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some
we know
greater
that.
good.
Why else would you torment them?
This is between Shuhu
for like years.
And me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then. I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones.
Okay, but like you want
If there
it.
is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it. Even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him. And let the veracity dissolve us both.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
How to change a heart, huh?
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Uh-huh.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment.
average state of like every place you can live right now.
Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say.
No.
The seabird's flown off.
Okay. Okay, old man.
It's time for us to go too.
Yep, let me just push you in your wheelchair. Come on. That place is still really cool.
The terror slumbering at the heart of plain Arcadia is...
the Veracity.
Ouroboros.
There we go.
After the swarm disaster, the Veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras.
700.
Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that
Bro, what's with
Ouroboros
Hoyoverse
lies
in
in wait
500
at the
years
edge
ago?
of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
The quintet 500
I've
years ago.
heard that story before, but it wasn't about the
freaking
edge of the
this
cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say
Conria.
that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the Veracity.
The Black
Organic
Tide
life has quite the imagination.
Euphorious, though, really
They've
looks like
said
the
other
Abyss and
things
Genshin.
too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds
Eon
of
of
Dr.
Wealth.
Primitive. That the Marketing
Yo, give me
Development
some.
Department
Pay
colludes
for
with
my
the
college,
destruction,
please.
turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
Yeah. Whoa. Come here, come to my side. One more step.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be
Growling
all but
hot breath all over the
instantaneous.
place.
For now, this remains conjecture.
Why did she laugh like Golden
The sealed
Freddy?
remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown.
Wait,
Yet
if it
even a
shed it?
fragmented
If it
remnant
shedded,
of an
then
eon
that
is a
means
threat that can't
the
be
actual thing is
ignored.
somewhere else, right?
The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally, that is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive.
Two?
Oh, we're just on time.
General Yao Guang, as
Hi.
instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across plain Arcadia.
Hey.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with yin and yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Was that again?
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
I made up mine.
Though Shuhu has been
Come here,
eradicated,
boy.
the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars,
Ley line?
and now even the ancient trees seal is starting to loosen.
See, ley lines, Genshin.
While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
And
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear.
Yeah.
We know little about him or the Veracity.
Like, does he want to resurrect?
By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they?
I really want to know why Kuchiba has, like, such a special model.
Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
She has to be relevant somehow, or
I'm
else she
not
would have just gotten
surprised that you
another
were the first
like,
to discover
NPC model.
You were in the Torn Scroll too. The
Just, like,
probability
1
of you
week
noticing
in, like,
was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one.
Her eyes are so
You
pretty.
bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person.
Ooh, I just noticed there's like
What
a
is
little
your
strings of
objective?
code in them. That's cool.
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective,
that thing.
and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
Huh?
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plan Arcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramod's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare.
The Omnitia. Bum. Peacock.
When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest.
Ashvale.
Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
Yeah, Ashvale's the only one. Okay, there we go. He's the only one they describe as detective. And we're about
And
to go to
so,
March.
the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. K, frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open!
No, we gotta run that back.
K, frail... Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall
What the-
receive a reward. My tongue.
What?
The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Braji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor.
Yeah,
If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Rumors don't
Is
just
that
appear out
targeted
of thin air.
because the Trailblazers?
It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Oh, plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Open detective notes to read newly added clues. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so the missing Veracity. The assistant meticulously compiled the case details for the detective in neat handwriting. A trail of unknown footprints appears at the abandoned station, a weird emoji running amok in the tavern. All clues point to the Lord Ravager as Stot Primad. The detective is back on the case. Will he be able to track down the Leviathan's footprints in the tavern? P.S. The refrigerator's cooling system is down. Remember to repair it. Notes. Scribbled handwriting jotted down by the detective at the scene. Shepherd. This guy summoned comets to feed the Veracity? Sounds like a fairy tale. Braggy. There are plenty bartenders in the Laughter's Tavern, but he's the most famous one. Rumor has it that he still hasn't paid off the tab from that time he cracked open the wine cellar. En route, feeding a Leviathan corny jokes, crazy idea. I highly doubt his wordplay will be enough for the Veracity to feast on. As the spectating fools for scribble nibs, high scribbled nibs.
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Then you must have a lot of stationery?
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
You can have it. Oh god. A book signed by Scarecrow that records tales of the masked fools who dare defend eons. They view this as a rite of passage in the fool's career, rushing headlong into it one after another, never tiring of the thrill. Pay per second, one-day tour of the Amber World. Borrowing some poor sap's iris, the fool shapeshifter donned a sharp suit and boarded a shuttle at Pier Point Skyport. He flashed a warm smile at every passenger in the cabin. Billionaires wealthy enough to rival nations, monarchs of galactic belts, board members of industry monopolizing foundations, all who had emptied their coffers for a single pilgrimage, an audience with the Amber Lord. The shuttle pierced through the debris disk, drawing near the Amber Lord's colossal form. They had stood there since before a sentient life was born, and would likely remain long after sentient life had vanished. Following the countless marks left over by the eons of the subspace crystalline barrier, some prayed in silence, some wept softly, while the Amber Lord offered no response. Who would notice a single speck of dust in the vast expanse of space? The full-carved shapeshifter was here into the barrier, then took his leave without a second glance. Remnant dream of the primeval Imperium into the mouth of veracity. Ouroboros, the ancient Leviathan that survived the Dusk Wars, was said to have chased Aha all the way to the roots of the imaginary tree. A fool named Enroute was attempted to confirm the truth of this tale, but alas, he couldn't run as fast as Aha and was caught by the Veracity and swallowed whole. Who would have guessed that inside the Veracity's belly lay a wondrous world of its own? The Veracity was so massive that lives previously devoured had established their own kingdoms on their stomach walls. Thumb-sized dwarves, clever horsefolk, talking comet cicadas. En route explored this place with delight and encountered fellow swallowed fools. Dorothy, Braggy, and Shepard. Together they adventured, found the Veracity's heart and gave it a good kick, and they were belched out into the universe with a mighty wrench. En route, quickly plucked off the Veracity's shadow and spread it over the fools like a blanket. Shepard then tossed out a comet, and the dim-witted Ouroboros was drawn to its light. The fools finally escaped with their lives. After that, countless fools sought the treasures within the Veracity's belly, but none ever caught so much as a glimpse of the Veracity again. Everyone is a driller. Okay, bro, you're gonna summon Argenti. He has literally shown up to every single place, without fail, other than Amphorius. After the Eon of Beauty vanished, the fool Davin made a proclamation at the tavern, instantly attracting a massive following. Chanting, "Everyone is a driller!" They sparked an artistic storm and launched a reckless charge towards pushing the boundaries of the path of the beauty. For example, they stuck bananas to agates with polyvinyl chloride tape, scribbled graffiti on every household item in sight, and proclaimed them great works of art, and even found time to fight a few copyright lawsuits with the IPC. That was until they arranged space junk across the entire planet's surface to form a drilla's visage. At which point, the Knights of Beauty finally rounded them all up. However, after 7 days and 7 nights of deliberation, the hastily convened round table of the Knights of Beauty ultimately decided to release the fools, since to punish them, they would have to acknowledge that these depictions were actually resembled a drilla. Afterward, saying no to Aha. Having come this far, it seems I must tell my own story. The night before I finished this piece, a visitor casually strolled into the tavern, sat down beside me, and ordered us each a bomb's first drop. They didn't even introduce themselves, but I already knew who they were. They said, "Buddy, I hear you're writing a little book. I read it, quite interesting, but there are a few points worth discussing." I listened patiently as they spoke, and rejected every single change they proposed. They downed the last drop of the bomb in one gulp, then left the tavern. The retreating figure looked utterly forlorn.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them.
LaMau.
As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Uh-huh. Okay, scribble nibs. Oh, okay. In the bizarre story, En route once ventured into the belly of the Veracity, managing to escape after plucking their shadow. Dorothy. Haven't seen that name in ages. She has ties to En route too. Scarecrow. I guess he can be considered an old friend of mine. This guy actually wrote a book? Dog. Oh, more. Okay. The fool whom En route met inside the belly of Veracity. Pretty much similar to an extra dragged in to make up the numbers in soap operas Mr. N loves watching. Hey, dude. Hi, Chungus. Ew.
You two asking about the Veracity?
Yeah, you really are a Chungus.
Thinking about walking that path?
I love his voice.
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. Kids always dream big. Some are bulldozers, some are monsters, and I am Autobots. Yeah, and the man.
Okay, dude.
You talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
Okay, dude.
I swore to become a Veracity Path Strider. I eat everything. Tasty, nasty, anything I could chew. Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed loose mouth. And
Okay, that's Bill.
they looked at me.
Ouroboros.
They look.
Very regrettable.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. En route and Dorothy, who the Veracity wasn't looking, roll up her skin like a grape, snatched it up and poke it. Then poof, they were gone. Even Comic-Con Collective don't got a Veracity card. I already filed
Oh God.
formal complaint with the organizers.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Hey, friends! How was your first day?
Can we talk?
Then poof!
Oh.
They were gone. I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
The freaking violin. Even the violin is like, what's wrong with you? I just noticed Sparksy. I honestly didn't look. Whoa. Well, hey to you too. Okay, so they updated the Divergent universe because last patch they updated Currency Wars. And then this I can't even do. And this. Let's try out Mortinax blade. Activates the zone, gaining a new ultimate and enhancing his unit, or this unit. This zone can frequently apply debuffs to enemies. Attacks allow Blade to use his skill more. Whoa. Oh, his hair is white now. Is it longer? I feel like it is. That is cool though.
Merely another soul.
Merely another soul. Time to auto battle.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Eye for an eye. Tempered 1,000 times.
Fight to the death.
Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
I don't think Blade has even gotten a chance to attack yet. Like, come on.
Take hold! You will serve as the tempering fire!
Why'd he turn...
Beasts slaughter each other! Eye for an eye.
Why'd he turn into stone?
Fight to the death.
Tomb of Blades eternal!
Eye for an eye. Riddle the holes.
God dang.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Fight to the death.
Well.
So make it wait.
Purgatory, take hold!
Yo.
You will serve as the tempering fire!
Turn that down.
Beasts slaughter each other! Eye for an eye. Fight to the death.
I want to keep going, but like... I only got like 30 more
Blades
minutes.
eternal! Eye for an eye!
Until I got...
Take hold!
Fight to the death.
To like...
Riding the west wind,
Should I just like, stop here?
Beasts slaughter each other! Eye for an eye.
So I can finish the quest and like... look up a video, see how long the quest is. So far I have like at least an hour. Let me check. Yeah, an hour. I think I have a medical discussion with Sparksicle. I'll have my discussion with Sparksicle and then I'll pause. Yeah. Meow. Okay. I got my time secured. Let me just turn this on so I can see. Okay. What have you added? In another version of the story, En route didn't tell a lame joke. He and Dorothy made off with the Eon's shed skin.
Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
Oh, still doubting me? You're breaking Sparksicle's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing.
Dang.
But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the Veracity. Aha chases the Veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
True.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Ooh, what was that? Ouroboros.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend.
Ooh.
The Unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Dude.
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
Supramod has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
Sampo.
Well then, I'll go first.
Oh god.
It, doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
March 7th with her 9/11 in her head.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly.
I don't like the light is gone from her eyes.
Now, all of it. No need to dance around. Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness.
Ooh,
The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Yes, the answer is all but revealed. You are Asat Pramod, Sparksy.
Do you have evidence?
Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Yeah, fair point.
Just take that thing off already.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic. Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
You changed your clothes just for this?
Has she always had that back tattoo?
Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction. This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the Veracity! What am I even saying?
Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, Detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem. You're not wrong. Asat Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to plain Arcadia.
Is that even possible?
What makes you so certain Asat Pramod is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Oh, okay. Just the same thing. Oop. Okay. Go in order.
An old pal who can't stop lying. He goes on and on about death being a solitary feast, but I just saw him last week, alive.
I see you're acquainted. Please, introduce us sometime.
Braggy.
Barachi? Forget it.
My bad.
He's good behind the bar, but slippery as an eel. Ask him to work for Nanook, and he'd run away on the spot.
The former bartender of the tavern, everyone knows him. Couldn't be him.
Dorothy.
That's just a title. Anyone with a girlish heart can call themselves Dorothy. Between you and me, Director Sparkle used that name once too. Guess when?
When?
Looks like this clue has little value to it.
No, I want to know. Scarecrow. Scarecrow.
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a
Gotham
few days ago.
City.
Pearl threw him into prison.
I know. I was the one who caught him.
Okay, Batman. En route.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about.
Yeah.
The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route defeated the Veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this en route? Do you know him?
Guess he's just en route.
En route?
Oh my god, Sampo.
Of course she does!
That's me.
Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a mourning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole. But none of that matters. What truly matters is that you have my unreal Sparks and Spark.
I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home.
Okay, dude.
You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Oh my god.
Get back here!
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
Hey,
Hey!
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here. No, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Okay.
Name your price.
Oh god.
Put put it on Pearl's tab.
Just kidding. Money talks boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. And I wouldn't scam you two.
Yeah, right.
The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the
laugh
legend.
that loud, Sampo. Shut up.
So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance. Back when old Sempo was still a kid. En route was already a name in the history books.
Oh, so he's like long
He
gone.
left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end, and then he vanished without a trace.
Why is the
How do you
mask in
know
the
all
back doing
this?
that shy finger?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo.
Old
And
Sempo.
about catching Sparksy,
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Old Sempo. Dog. What are you doing with your clothes? They're just exposing everything. Forbidden deduction. Greet the expert invited by Yao Guang. Said there's more in here. En route is a fool who loves going to places where he isn't welcome. He's left the tavern after the Second Prosperity, heading for the true world's end. I have 15 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna finish the story. So we're gonna farm. We're gonna just chill and do other stuff. Oh. Okay. I got scared because it said converse with Nilux. I was like, I can do the next part of the story? Oh. Why is it telling me to exchange? I don't want these glasses.
Know my heart, and follow the way of the permanence.
This place is still really cool. I like it. Investigate. Perhaps you stumbled upon the fractured corner of the world in canvas. Through the shattered plains and distorted space, certain ancient presences are lifting a corner of the veil before you. Come here, become one with me, and return to the primordial state of all things. And I couldn't read the rest, and the all is one. Here everything flows eventually. From the depths below, swirling colors twist into a vortex, a murky nebula of venomous nectar, screamingly sweet sludge, a glimpse of something colossal lying dormant in decay. From the depths below. I want to know the other one. Give me the other one. Your senses are drawn to its irresistibility in your soul, like sewage soaking through cotton. You feel the all-persevered mud coming with the very essence of you stopping, and I'm just making up words. Okay. Come Be one with me. Be one with the veracity. Be mine. I don't know. Change build target. No, I already got her leveled up. Artifacts. I mean, relics. Probably garbage. Born a hero, tale of time. Oh god, I don't want to do that. For Bobo Weekly is booming. 36 for Bobo. Gimme. Only get 60. No, never mind. I was about to say 50 is 50 the last one because it's highlighted, but they highlight every 5. Wisp Amusement Park. I wish they had more events. Featured event rewards at 20 pulls. Okay, dude. $20 pulls from doing the events. Wow, thanks. I mean, I guess we still have all these and currency wars. I guess, dude. And then an exploration from the map. Yeah, exploration from the maps. And those this thing, the Forgotten Hall, Pure Fiction, APOC. Would you like to enter the Forgotten Hall? Would you like to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Would you like to enter the Forgotten Hall? Oh my god. Enter the Forgotten Hall. Be one with the veracity. Be one with me.
I don't know. It's late. I'm just saying stuff. I know that the veracity isn't the same. Ooh. What does Cyrene need? Cyrene's remembrance. Where's remembrance? Yeah. And I need to level up my male blazer anyway. Doing, 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 doing. Close. Oh. I thought I had recovery thingy. Wait, what? Use a fuel voucher or deep immersify. Is that new? I don't remember that. Defeat a total of 20 enemies consume. Oh. Okay. Yay! And then the profiles are Blade and Yunli. Woven by an elder tailor's hand, this garment carries the ancient echoes of the Zhuming. The Zhuming attire is pretty, if that's the case. Girl, how this working? How is this working? If it's just sugar attached to a stick. I don't think it could be that detailed. Whatever, it's just a drawing. I don't care, it's cute. Skanjo has like really pretty clothing though, I will say. $26. 1126. I want to see Yuri of them when like they're trying to beat each other. Like Yao Guang's the top student and then Fu Xuan. Oh yeah. Anyway. Yuri. I'm a criminal. They look so happy here. Trebios. No. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh no, she's saying that. It's her mama. See you on tomorrow's morrow. The little baby Kakawisha. And then him just tearing his eye out to see his sister. Stealing Mighty. I have that one. Because I thought I was going to pull Mighty, but I didn't. Actually, has he even gotten a rerun? Fine in. Okay. I think I'm just gonna call it. Yeah. Let's check everything off. Bait project. I wanna do that. Okay. Well. Good night.